Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe, and this is my Craftsmaster Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make it yours too. We're going to be continuing on with the blue belt level here today. We're also going to go with the 5-4-5-4 hardware set, which is the set that we've always been using at the blue belt level. We have got 2,654 rolls documented. And let's get going. Using the 3-finger front diagonal grip. And the first throw for the today is going to be Midnight, 6-6-12. If you guys want to hang in, we got a couple things to talk about today. It's been exciting for last couple days for myself. Good morning, Chris from Dice Degen. And we've got a 2-2 hard 4, so we got 2 pairs to start off the day. So our point will be 4. And that'll be the first point for the day. I apologize for not going live the last 2 days. Been an exciting 2 days for me. I actually spent most of that time up in the hospital. My girlfriend's daughter had her second baby, so we were up there for the entire time for that. We have a 5-6 Minmo Yo. So we have a new baby boy in the family here. And he is 21.5 inches long and 8 pounds and 2 ounces. And we have a 5-2-7. So a short first roll. Wow, we got lots of people here today, so that's good to see. We have Chris from Dice Degen. We have Dial from Skill and Luck. 85 Bears Mike is here. Good morning. George from CY is here. Good morning, George. And all is well is here. So let's get going. For some reason my chat wasn't updating. And I have incoming person coming in 1 second. What's up? Yeah. Have a good day. I'll talk to you in a little bit, okay? Okay. Good luck. Have fun. And that was Mary coming in to say goodbye. She's going to be headed up to the hospital right now to go see the baby. And we've got a 1-4-5 for our new point. And his name is Alexander. Nice kiss when they landed there, but we got a 5-4 center field 9. Both kiss right at the bottom. They bounce straight out. Caught right into the layout. So like I said, we have 2,654 rolls into our blue belt level here, all documented on Phone Tracker. And we have a 1-3-4 Big Joe from Craftsmaster Journey. So I've been kind of busy the last couple of days. I haven't really made the rounds on a lot of the craps related videos that are out there. I have caught some of them. The shooting competition, we have got 10 people in already, and there's 6 people left. We're in the top 16, trying to narrow it down to the top 8. Dice split apart just slightly, and now we have a 6-5 mid-mo-yo. And coming in at, guys, there's some amazing rolls in this round. In order to be in the top 4, you need a top 3, you need 22 or better. But we have Dave from Same Bet who came in with a 29 roller. Just did an amazing job. We have Bird Dog 301. He's came in at 27 rolls. That takes him into second place. And we have a 6-5, another mid-mo-yo. So we're on that mid-mo-yo pocket right now. Bet the horns, bet the yos. Third place, we have Chuck and Dice. He's in at 22 rolls, which is an amazing roll as well. I know I was originally the first place, and within the next 3 shooters, I was knocked down to 4th place. But then Ted from Toothpick Productions came along, and he knocked me down to 5th place. And Ted threw an amazing 17 rolls. We have another 2-2 hard 4. It's our second hard 4 for the day. So the dice seem to be staying on axis here on some of these rolls. And then I'm in at 5th place with 14 rolls. At 14, I thought was going to be a good number. But then after thinking about it a little bit, I was getting a little bit scared because I was sitting to see all these people post in the 20s and all that stuff. So we've had some amazing rolls this round here so far. So I'm currently sitting at 5th place out of the top 8. We have 6 more people ready to roll yet. And we have another mid-mo-yo, 6-5 mid-mo-yo off axis on that left die. Thank you, George, for the congratulations. Chris got to 1,000. I did not catch that. That is totally cool. Much deserved. So we're talking about Chris from Dice Dejan, got 1,000 subscribers. And that is something he's been working extremely hard for. And if you haven't checked out his March Madness tournament that he's putting out right now, please check that out. And it's all craps related strategies going up, 32 strategies that he has in his tournament. 538, 8 came easy. And then in 6th place, we have Alfredo from Texas Crap Shooters, who posted a 12 roller. And again, on any normal day, 12 rolls would be a strong roll and would be a nice payout in the casino. And we have a 639 again. So center field 9. And 7th place is G-Dub. G-Dub came in with 10 rolls, which also is another strong number. And right now, I'm just praying that 14 rolls is going to make it into the top 8. So 10 is still a strong roll, but it's, like I said, we got 6 shooters left. And we have a 4-4 hard 8 square pair. And then coming in at 8th place this morning, last night, Uncle Hoku rolled another 10 also. So in order to be in the top 8 people, you need 10 or better rolls. And right now it's looking like it's going to be even have to be a higher number than that. When I originally rolled at 14, everybody was saying that should be a pretty strong number, should get me through. And I was kind of cautious at the time. And it's kind of looking the same here the further we get in. Like I said, we got 6 people left with all the high numbers that are being thrown, and there's all really good shooters left. And we got a 3-4-7 out double pitch. So that was an 11 roller right there. We got some medium to short rolls today. We have an SOR so far of a 7.5 and an SRR of 7.5. So, new shooter. And we've got a 1-5-6. So our new point is 6. Mixer. So that's kind of where I'm at with everything on the craps community. Again, like I said, it's been a busy couple of days. So you add in the baby, you also add in 8 inches of snow that we got. So, and it was a wet, heavy snow. So we did snow removal yesterday as well. We had hardly any snow the entire winter, and this month of March, we've already gotten almost 20 inches of snow in total. So we got hit late this year. We have a 5.27. So we have a 0.7 out on this roller. Another short roll. But that's fine because we have some short rolls thrown in with the decent rolls. And we've been getting longer on average with our rolls. We've been getting quite a few rolls in our 20s lately and consistently. So I'm having a difficult time with the grip today. There we go. They split a little apart a little bit in the midair. We have a 2-3-5 center, no fill 5. So that'll be a new point. Had the opportunity to work on the blueprints for the throwing station I'll be building a little bit this weekend. Pretty cool. Pretty cool setup. Jesus, Joe here. 2-5-7. Another double pitch. Things have got to turn around here a little bit today. So just one of those days so far. We're going to break all this mold here. We'll figure out why that double pitch is happening. I think normally it's where the dice are landing that's causing the double pitch. Today, for some reason, I have a feeling it's actually my grip. And the reason being is because I am having a difficult time getting into this grip today, which is not a normal thing for me. So we're going to try to get more on the fingertips. There we go. We got a 5-3-8. New point is 8. So we're going to try to get more on the fingertips on the corners of those dice, on the edges of those dice. And so that way our grip is not as deep. I think I was getting a little more finger pads for a few of those throws. So normally I'm not saying it's my grip. Today I think it might be. And that's what happens when you take off for a few days. And we have 6-4-10, Waylon's best friend, way on the end, Papa Joe. So now that Chris broke 1,000 subscribers, he's eligible for YouTube Partner Program. He's also eligible for memberships on his site. I don't know if he's going to be doing any of that stuff. I am currently looking for my first member yet. 44 Heart 8 Square Pair. Still looking for my first member on my channel. I put that out about a week or so ago. A couple different membership levels, not required, obviously. But if I do have any members, all the money will be going towards that throwing station that I'll be making. And the throwing station is going to be actually donated off during the Craps for Cure this coming November. So that way somebody in the craps community will hopefully benefit from the fruits of my labor. Come on, Joe, get this grip down today. There we go. And 437. Told you I'm having a difficult time with this thing today. But we're going to still keep on chugging along here, guys. So that has got to be the lowest SOR and SRR we've had for quite a while here now, guys. Going in. Again, like I said, we're 2,650 rolls into our Blue Belt journey. I split apart a little bit when they landed. Another 437 double pitch again. But that is at least a come out 7, so that's fine. This line winner. We're going to get into the groove here pretty darn soon. I could feel it coming. And we've got a 2, 4, 6. So our new point is 6. Easy 6. 6 came easy. Good morning, Craig from Oh Big Craps. And we have a 314 Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. So we've thrown quite a few 4s today already. That's our 4th one out of 26 rolls. And that's tying the 8s and 11s. So that's our 3 signature numbers today. The 4 is a normal one, but the other 2, the 8 and 11, are not as prevalent. So kind of shows you that the roll or throw is off just slightly today. And it could be the number of revolutions in a dice that's doing that. It could be the landing zone that's doing that. So that's the things that we need to figure out and see what's causing this today. And we have a 6-6 hard 12 midnight. That's our second one of those for the day. And again, normally I either throw 12s or I throw aces. There's usually, I have our time throwing both of them. But usually one or the other is prevalent for the day. And today it looks like it would be the 12. Now on Felt Good coming out, we got a 3-6-9 center field 9. The wind is, hey, and that's what Brian from Hawaii Crap Shooters can blame the wind because his table's outside. Maybe it's full of hot air in my basement here in my crap studio. So maybe that's what's causing it, Chris. It's all the hot air that's coming out. And actually, it's kind of cold down here where my studio's at right now. It's probably in the high 60s down here. And we have a 5-6 Midbow Yo. Nice energy in the dice. Both of them are up tight against that wall. They died right away as soon as they came off that wall, so that's nice to see. Thank you, Craig, for the compliments there, the congratulations there. Yes, I was up before I went to bed last night. I was up for almost 37 hours. I actually got 2 hours of broken sleep in between that, but 37 hours I was up. My normal sleep pattern is about 5 hours a day. We have a 415, but I actually slept almost 9 hours last night, so that was much needed, much needed. And 4, 6, 10 dice are starting to feel coming out like they're coming out a little bit more natural now. Starting to settle down, starting to get in the groove a little bit. That was roll number 12. So we finally got a shooter compared to the first couple that we had. And 4, 3, 7. We talk and it shows. Double pitch, but that was a 13 roller, so now they're starting to increase. Next one should be a little bit longer. Again, like I said, the throw's starting to get a little more comfortable. The grip is starting to get slightly easier. And we should be golden here, ready to go. And midnight, come out 12, pass line loser. Push on the don't. And aces, magic aces, another pass line loser. Push on a winner on it, don't this time. So this is definitely looking like a dark day, like a don't day betting. But we'll find out when we hit the statistics at the end. Nice kiss when they landed that time. We got a 5-2-7 pass line winner. Still looking for a point on this come out. So two craps numbers and a 5 or a 7. So if we can get through to the next round of the craps shooting competition, it's going to be the top 8. And the things are going to change around a little bit with that shooting then. And I need to look for further clarification on that, assuming I make it through. We have a 6-4-10 Wayland's best friend way on the end. They got Daddy Joe there. Assuming I get through to the next round, I'm going to have to get some clarification. I know that it's going to be switching over to a head-on-head points-based system. But what's unclear is how long we're going to be shooting for. I don't know if it's going to be a 1 shooter or a 2 shooter, if it's going to be 36 rolls, 100 rolls, I don't know. 1, 4, 5. No field 5. I do know, though, that it's going to be points based. So the one that has the more points will be the one that's going to be going forward in the competition then. Again, like I said, it's going to be a head-to-head, so they're going to be narrowing the 8 down to 4 in the next round. And then the 4-2, and then the top 2. Oh, terrible throw. I hit my power cord up here. I'm going to have to adjust that here, but we got a 1-5 mixer. That's the first time that's ever happened. And let's adjust this right here. Good, okay? I've never done that. I have a power cord that's connected to my phone camera. And that one hit. And we got a 5-2-7 dice. That left one kicked out as soon as it landed. And we got a 7 out on that one. So that was a 7-rower, just about average. So nothing spectacular today, but again, we're going to go through those days. I know a lot of people would say I'm done for the day, but I'm going to keep on going here, guys, because I have faith we're going to be able to pull this out. 4, 5, 9, center field 9. New point will be 9. And a 3, 2, 5, no field 5. So 5s and 9s are starting to show a little bit more of now, which is getting back to our signatures here, getting back to the numbers that we're normally seeing. So that's a good sign that we're getting back on the right path here. And we have a 5, 2, 7. So that path is there as well. Not a good path to be on today. And it's a double pitch on that one. Good morning, Chiro. Driving and listening. At least you spelt it right today. The last time you said you were drinking and driving, I'm like, seriously? But he misspelled. He meant driving the last time, not drinking. So my apologies for making a big deal out of it that day. And we got a 1-5 mixer. So that is our new point. So it's kind of a quiet week for craps so far. We have Casino Gaming TV's kind of quiet this week. John is on vacation for the week. I know we pre-filmed quite a few shows. 314. I think yesterday was another interview with JB. I did not have the opportunity to listen to it at all. And Chris Dice Degen should have a couple March Madness videos coming out this week, I believe. Chiro has his shooting competition, I believe, starting tonight. That's something that you definitely want to check out. Mike from 85 Bears is asking, why do the corners or tips of the dice, edges of the dice? It's a modified Yuri grip, and I do that because my fingers are so fat that I have a hard time gripping and not splitting the dice apart with that par grip, which is the flat, like he's saying on the chat here. So for me, it's easier to get into this Yuri grip, and I keep the dice more square, and I can actually, believe it or not, place my fingers on there a lot better. 3-2-5, and what happens is I can feel now whether the dice are in line when I'm gripping them or whether they're not in line, just by feel rather than having to actually look at it every single time. When I first started throwing the dice, I tried doing the 3-finger front par grip, and I had the most difficult time getting into it, which I'm apparently having a hard time today getting into my normal grip. But anyhow, so I tried the 3-finger front diagonal, and for some reason, it was actually comfortable for me. 1, 4, 5. But again, that, and I cover this in a lot of my earlier videos, guys. You need to do what works for you. There's no one superior grip. There's no one dice set that's superior. There's no one anything. You have to make this throwing journey about yourself. You need to do what is best for you. You're going to see that there's a whole bunch of different things you can do. We have a leaner here, guys, and that's a 6. Rolled over to a 2. It was actually a 6. So we have a 6-2, not a 2-2. 6-2-8. But you need to do what works best for you guys. So if a certain grip works best for you, that's what you need to do. And I put out a couple of videos of the most common type of grips that people do use. Everything from 2 fingers to 3 fingers to pincer grips to ice tongue grips to stack tosses. You know, all those different types of different grips. So use what's best for you. 5-5 hard 10. You also need to pick the location for throwing that's best for you. You need to, adjust your height and the amount of revolutions of the dice. And this is what the whole journey is about, is finding out what is best. And then once you figure it out, try to either stick with it or improve it as you go forward. 5-4-9, center field 9. Thank you, Craig, for stopping in. And I want to hit the mixing bowl, but we have midnight again, 6-6-12. Hit the mixing ball, bounce straight up, but look how tight these are up against the wall there. So one of the nice things that I've been seeing trends of, I've actually got comments on that. Good morning, Navaldo. Comments that I've gone on it is watching the dice come down and how fast they die when they come off the back wall. Occasionally I'll have them where they split way off, and that means that the dice are coming down way too tight. But they're coming in, they're landing, they're dying right away, which means that the energy levels in the dice are really good. Which is really nice to see. 314 Big Joe. And another midnight. Dice up tight against the back wall again. Wow, that's 12-12. That's a repeater in that one. I'm 5-12s, I'm sorry. That's a repeater for this shooter, though. Dude, this is amazing. The amount of 12s that we're getting today. 10% of the throws have been 12 so far today. Seriously, Joe, let's go here. I think the problem with 3-5-8, 8 came easy. I think the problem with my grip today is how I'm getting into it. One of the things you really need to worry about, and this is especially myself, is that dice splitting apart. So if I have even just a hairline fracture or separation on those dice, that big red usually comes. And what I normally do when I set up for the dice is I place it on the L here, and I come back to the A, and I stay at an angle. I think why the dice are splitting right now is because of the angle of my hand as it's coming in. I need to twist it more to get into the grip a little bit easier. And that is some of the stuff that practice brings out. That's some of the things that we can figure out as we're throwing because we're doing so many throws, and we can make small little changes each throw to get it to work out. And we have a 3-4-7, which is a double pitch. But if you look at the logo on my screen here, I have 4 things that'll help you with your throwing. This is what our throwing program is based around. Those four issues, if you will. The first one is landing zone, and then we have grip, then we have energy, and then we have posture. So all 4 of those things are essential in order to make our throw successful. And if we get 1 or 2 of those off kilter, 2, 3, 5, no field 5, 1 or 2 of those things off kilter, our throw is not going to be doing the results that we expect. And today, right now, our grip actually is the one thing that is off. And the other 4 seem to me, at least, to be pretty accurate, pretty decent. It's that darn grip that's actually throwing things off a little bit today. And we have a 6-4-10. Waylon's best friend way on that end. And a 5-5 hard 10. We've thrown quite a few of those today so far compared to normal. And that's rule number 57 for the day. Again, numbers are not as good as I would like that, but hey, that's what happens sometimes. Sometimes those days occur. And that's what brings the numbers back into line with the norm, I should say. 3-2-5. I should not use the word average because our dice throws, even if the numbers spread out the way the bell curve should show, our numbers do come in pockets, which is where we're going to start making the money off of our throws at the table. And 3-5-8. So talking about pockets right there. And 6-1-7. That's the bad 7, guys. All the other ones that have been coming today have been the double pitches. I think this is our first 7 that we've actually gotten that was a off axis 7, which is T. Not sure if that is a novella. So yeah, most of the 7s have been double pitches today, not the off axis 7. So anyhow, hey, we're coming out here, guys. We got 60 throws in today. We have 40 more left. And I know things are starting to settle down here a little bit. We have a 4-5 center field 9. Daylight savings time. There you go. Actually, if you've been following along my community posts lately, it's not daylight savings time that's throwing it off. It's actually lack of sleep. I've had a family addition, and we spent quite a bit of time up at the hospital the last couple of days. 1-5-6 mixer. So if we're gonna put time in the mix here, which I do agree with actually, is actually lack of sleep time rather than daylight savings time. For some reason, the daylight savings time does not affect me much, and it's probably because I'm a third shifter. I work at night normally, so light does not affect me. I think I'm part vampire or something. 358, 8 came easy. Been working third shift for over 20 years now, and does not bother me at all, actually. If you can hear that coming over the camera, I apologize. My phone is ringing right now. I'm just going to let it ring, and I will answer it when I'm done here today. And we have a 3-3 hard 6. That's our first hard 6 for the day. And 145, and I just actually realized something right before I threw that last dice there. It's a no fill 5, by the way. One thing that I've actually been overlooking right now is the pressure of my fingers on a table. I just realized that my pressure on the table is getting actually to be a little bit heavier than normal. So let's change that around right now and see if that makes a change. And that comes down to posture. That means I'm leaning over way too much, way too hard. So we're going to actually take some of the pressure off the fingers there and try to straighten our posture out a little bit. And we have a 415. So we'll see if that minor little change there is going to make the difference in our shooting. And I'm going to have money betting towards it's going to make a change there. So let's see. And we have a 6-5 mid-mo yo. Chiro in the house. Actually, Chiro driving on down that table. So like I was saying, I think tonight, I think actually is Chiro's first crapsy competition that he'll be put on. Make sure you check it out. Make sure you enter it. We have 5-2-7 out. That's a double pitch. That was one of those that felt like it came out of my hand decent. It felt like it rolled off the back nicely. It had very low energy, but it's still double pitch. So that would have been a placement issue on the back wall. And coming out here, we got a 5-1 mixer. And we brought our SLR up just a little bit. We're at 6.3. I would like to see that at an 8 something or a 9 something would be really nice. But 8 something or better is my goal. So it's a little bit low. Dice crossed when they landed here, but we got a 2-2 hard 4. A little ballerina. You're right on that one, Mike. 2 of my 4 can be 100% each and every time. Grip and posture. But landing zone is essential, very important, and energy is also. Um, Grip and posture are the two things that you can really control physically, and you can actually nail it down every single time. But you need to make a big conscious effort on it. 5-4-9, center field 9. Landing zone, Obviously, that's why we do all this throwing. We try to get that so we get within that same area every single time. And when you're at the craps table and you see somebody that's consistently hitting the same landing zone, that you know that that's a person that could probably shoot the dice. That is a person that probably has put in a lot of practice to get to that point. And we have a 167, another bad 7. And then energy. Energy is the last part of that square that's up there. And it's vitally important for the energy because hitting that back wall does randomize dice to some degree. And we're trying to make every single thing that we can do constant as much as possible. And if we could decrease the energy that's stored in that ice, hopefully the randomization after it comes off the back wall is going to be greatly reduced or minimized. 628 is going to be greatly reduced or minimized even more to the nth degree, because the dice are not going to be rolling off and doing all these crazy things as much. So hopefully what happens is when they bounce off the table up into the wall, we're going to be able to keep it on axis and get them to land right away before they have a chance to roll off axis as much as possible. 639. And obviously part of the dice sets or dice throws are going to be off axis. But if we can keep only one of them, especially with this harder set, if we can keep only one of them off axis and the other one on axis, those 7s should not be showing up nearly as much. And we have a 628. And that's why a lot of these terms are kind of a heated subject in the craps community, in the dice throwing community. Terms like dice control and dice influence and rhythm roller and all that, those type of things, because a lot of it comes down to how you throw the dice in that. But it's impossible, guys, to control the dice. It's impossible to influence the dice. 5-1 mixer. But there are things that we can do to help produce certain pockets of numbers, and that's what we're looking for. We're trying to reduce certain numbers and promote other numbers. And that's, again, like I said, why we come up with all these different pockets of numbers. And we have a 2, 3, 5. And that's why, like I said, why we come up with these pockets of numbers. So, for example, with today's throwing results, you look at the 5s compared to 6s. We're throwing a lot more 5s than we are 6s. And in all reality, those 6s and those 8s should be the 2 highest numbers besides that big red. But right now, we're throwing a lot of 12s and we're throwing a lot of 5s. And actually, believe it or not, the 8s are actually strong today, and that's not normal for me. Normally, 8s are not a strong number. We're putting in all these throws. You're able to realize those things, which numbers become your strong numbers, which numbers are not. And another 9, 5 for center field 9. On a normal day, I usually have no problem picking up either the tall or the small. Getting to all is really hard for me a lot of times. I come usually 1 or 2 numbers away, which is normal for most people. And that one was a little bit deeper of a throw. We have a 2, 3, 5. Don't feel 5. But today I am not coming close to that ATS at all, the small or the tall. So now that we're talking about it, maybe we'll start getting close, because that's the MO on my table. You talk about it and it happens. And we have a 5-5 hard 10. Again, we've thrown quite a few of those today so far. So if we can pick up Midnight and Midmo Yo, we'll be able to get that tall. Try the two hardest numbers to hit. And we have a 3-4-7. That's a double pitch. And that's a 7 out. So roll number 81 here. Let's do one more shooter here, guys. Either way, whether it takes us to 150 or whether it takes us to 83. Either way, it's going to be one more shooter here, guys. Again, we have 2,654 throws in before today's throwing. And we have a 1-6-7. It's a come out 7. That is the bad 7. That is a pass line winner on the come out. And we have a 3-6-9, center field 9, so our new point will be 9. And we have a 4-5-9. So our point was 9. We hit the point. And we're coming out again looking for a new point. And 5-6 Midmo Yo. So that's a come out winner. Which is a pass line winner and extends the roll. And we got a 1-4-5, no fill 5. And 314 Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. So we're concentrating a little bit more on this thrower, on this shooter. See if we can make it a good shooter for the day, and we can finish off on a positive note. 5-4-9. So that is the third 9 we've shot on this shooter. That left die came out, and it went a little bit higher, but we got a 4-4 hard 8 square pair. And usually what happens if that one die gets higher than the others, usually because the one came out a little bit sooner, rolled on my finger a little bit sooner. So that means that my fingers were not lined up evenly. And another 5, 4, 9, center field 9. Dice are really super tight together when they bounced, when they landed, when they came back up, and when they came back down. Stuck together almost like glue the entire way. So there's our fourth 9 for this shooter. And we have a 1, 4, 5 back on that 5. And that is our points. We hit our point once again. So coming out looking for a new point again. And we are at 94 rolls, 91 rolls, I'm sorry. This is 92 coming up here. And we have a 2, 2 heart, 4. And we have a 1, 5 mixer. I am finishing well here today, Mike, which is, again, good sign because that's going to be a good ending for the day. Something to carry into tomorrow. And we have a 6, 2, 8. 8 came easy. All we need is that 12 so we can get the tall, and we need the 2 and 3 for the small. This is why persistence is key, guys. A lot of people, when they're throwing, they do bad, they'll stop right away. They don't want that bad mojo to carry forward. 4, 6, 10. I, on the other hand, like to continue throwing. I try not to let it get to be too much mentally because I want to figure out what it is that's happening, what's going on. And today it came down all to grip and posture. You change the grip and posture. So it's what you need to be doing and should be doing. Another 4, 6, 10. And things turned around, especially at the end here. So keep at it. Find those small little things that are going on that put you into the positions that you're at. So, and likewise, if we're doing well now, we need to figure out what we're doing differently that causes things to go well. And like I said, today it's the grip and posture are the two things that have been affecting my throw today that I've changed and seem to have actually put it together so it does turn on. 516 mixer. That's roll number 97 for the day. And we have a 628. 8 came easy. And that is our third 8 for the day, or for this shooter. Roll number 18 coming up here. And we got that 617. That is our 7 out. So that's going to be the end of the shooters for the day. Let's go over. Let's check the results. By the way, that was an 18 roller at the end there. And our results for today. Only a couple. We only have 5 green numbers up there. We had an 11, 12, 18, 13, and 9. But then we had a whole bunch of medium to small rolls mixed in there. Our box numbers are hitting high today. Our inside numbers are high. 4s and 10s are high. Come out 7s were low today. Horns are low. Fields are about average. Hardways are average. And it was a dark side play today. So thank you for the compliment, Navaldo. But anyhow, hey guys, thanks for joining in today. And we'll be back tomorrow morning once again, and we'll do another 100 throws tomorrow. Hey, my name is Joan. This is my Craftsmaster Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make it yours too. Have a great day, everyone.